Shit. I honestly forgot that we wrestled last week. We had a weekend off. Doesn't happen very often. State tournaments and a lot going on. So a lot going on in the wrestling world right now. Great time of year. I'll send a few shout-outs. Waverly won another title. My brother's been coaching up there, helping for a long time. Had 4 champs and won another state title. So congrats to them. Osage, my alma mater. First one since '81. Congrats to Coach Jennings. And, a lot of, I think we have 15 seconds in our history. I think the most in the history of Iowa wrestling. So, it's good to get back on top. I'm happy for them, happy for the community. And then Bosco, right down the road, won another title. So, great to see that the area being that strong. Just the state of Iowa going out state tournament, man, so many memories and man, a lot of joy, man, a lot of pain. I enjoy getting down on the floor and getting to see both sides of that because I've been on both sides of it, and the other side of that joy, there's a whole lot of work and done in the dark that people don't see, and on the other side of that pain is a whole lot of growth. So you got to be grateful and thankful for it all, and that's why you step out there alone in this sport, man. Because of what it does to you, but then you also see the impact that it has, just not on the community, but how much it impacts the coaches and the people around. And man, they're jumping for joy or they're crying with you. I can tell you this: that there's not a single guy that goes back in that hallway and is disappointed alone. And there's not a single guy that goes back in that hallway and they're not met with a lot of joys and happiness too when they win. So certainly, man, and I'll tell you with 2 of our guys. We had one guy win his 4th title, Cale Happel. Incredible, man, incredible career. Proud of him. And then, you had another guy in Adam Allard who seconds away from being a 4-time state champion. I could tell you this, though, and we'll make sure that he uses that to make himself better. I know it's a painful, but, man, pain is it's something that helps shape you and helps grow you and helps you learn and man, the defeats though, they make you better. I can tell you this: he took it like a man. It was hard, and you had a kid that didn't even show up to the stand, which is crazy. And then you have a guy that loses his 4th like that, and he shows up there and he stands up there, and man, he's out there watching the other guys wrestle, and man, I'm proud of how he handled that. And that's how you should handle it. But, man, proud of him and how he's handled that. And I know how he'll move forward and how we'll support him and how him and the people that he's around and how this group of guys, you and I will help him use that to make him better. But, yeah, that was pretty awesome to see, one guy win a 4th state title. And, almost. Almost. And then, we had 2 other guys. Wade Mitchell's been out the whole year towards ACL in football. He would have won another state title, I know that. And then Jacob Widinger, man, sometimes you run into a tough district and things happen, but all those guys, and they're going to be better for the wins, the losses, the injuries, whatever it is, they're going to be better for it. And looking forward to having those guys on our team in the future and moving forward. And, they've all kept incredible wrestling careers, and we look forward to them moving those forward here. And then, we had one other guy, Julian Farber, win a Georgia State title. So I know I'm not talking about our team yet, but those guys are our team. And as soon as they commit and they're part of us, man, they're part of us. And I tell you what, I was ready to go to war for our guys up in the stands. I was ready to go to war for those guys up in the stands. That's all I'll say about that. Let's see. I'll get to the duel. You know what? I got one other thing first, because we had 11 guys get all academic Big 12 honors. 11 guys on our team. 9 of them are first team, and first team means you're a 3.2 or above. Drew Bennett, Noah Glazer, Derek and Jacob Hochschlag, Isaiah Patton, Pat Schoenfelter, Bryce Start, and Max Thompson. They had all 3.2 and better, and Calgary Spragle has a 4.0. So I think that should be noted, man, when you keep a perfect 4.0. And then we had 2 second-team guys in Peyton Moore and Jay Schwarm. So those things are important to us because we want to raise the level of the program in every aspect, not just on the mat. And so then I'll go on to the mat. I I actually really enjoyed having a Thursday night duel. One is I think it was on the Big Ten Network, which I think is a great thing. Big Ten's doing a great job showing wrestling and putting it out there. Thursday night, there's not a whole lot of other stuff going on, and we're wrestling a highly ranked team, and I thought we wouldn't perform pretty well. Schwab's been doing what he's doing, man. He's going out and he's scoring points. He's putting people on the back and putting them away. I think he leads the country in pins right now. That's awesome. We want him to finish leading the country in pins. The way he's going, there's a whole bunch more to come. 33, you're wrestling the number one guy in the country, and the thing with that is go see how good you are. Go take risks. Go see where you're at. And he got to his legs a couple times. Gross is tough on top, man. He is tough on top. One of the better top guys I've seen in a while. But Jack went out trying to fire and score, and you got to be able to figure out how to wrestle the guy, see how good you can be. 41 dominated a good guy. That's ranked maybe top 4 or 5 in the country, and he's had some really good wins. And Mikey kept attacking, and there was one point where that guy's really good defensively, and he was almost in some danger, but came up to his feet and wrestled all the way through it. But that was a really good match. Mike set the tone and beat a guy, I guess on paper you're not supposed to, and that's what you want to see guys do. 49, Tristan stepped in and scrapped, man. I mean, he was in that match, had a chance to win the match. I think, the second period probably played a little bit of safe, and it cost him in the end. In the third period, he's like, I'm just going to go let it fly, and that's when he's best. Kind of letting things fly and let them go, and you got to have guys step up when they have their opportunity, and you got to show that you have some depth too, because that guy's a top 15 guy in the country, and I'm sure that they're looking at it like, well, we're going to come out and we're going to steamroll this guy because he's not the guy. It's not Max Thompson going out there, and and Tristan had some other things to say about that. So I mean, he wrestled a great match, and shows what's in him. There's a whole lot there. Derek just got to be able to finish tacks. Had a chance, and had chances to score, and just you got to figure out how to convert some of those opportunities. But competed hard, stayed in the match, had a chance to win the match, which that's what you want, and guys to give themselves that opportunity. 65, man, guy got to our legs a whole bunch, and Wick's really good. I mean, I'll give him some credit. He's really good, but again, you got to. There's some things with hand fighting that Yant's got to get back to. There's some of those basic core things that he's about that he just has to do, and he has to stay in that fight. Steyert, bonus points again. Lujan, bonus points again. 97, I mean, guy, talk about gritting up and toughen up and finding a way to win a match. Even, I'll just plain say it, when the ref's trying to take it away from you. And he just kept his composure the whole time. He kept his composure better than I did. But you know what? He stayed in that match, and Patton, hopefully that's symbolic of what our team is, what it's about. The guy's going to step up for the group, and I'm going to fight for each other. I'm going to fight for something bigger than myself. I'm going to fight for those guys on the sidelines. I'm going to fight for you and I'm going to fight for everybody that's believed in me and the program. And man, that's what he went and did. I mean, that was a hard, gritty, tough fought match. And ended up, and when you look at it, I mean, that's a difference maker, for that duel. And then, I'll tell you, they got a really good heavyweight who's an All-American last year. Carter hit one really, really, really good shot and had a chance to score, and then, just got hit another one. Hit a second or third or fourth one, and, you really give yourself a chance. We chose both up. Guy's good on top. Didn't want to put him in his best position there. And I know Carter can go score takedowns on that guy too. But, good way for us to finish the regular season. Some momentum going into postseason. And, they said we got a weekend off, and those don't come very often. So, it was good to get some days where guys can just kind of relax and recover and stay away for a few days. And now we get charged up and we get ready to, roll into Tulsa, in next week. But allocation should come out on Thursday. You have an idea where the numbers will be, but I can't really I can't know until you see them officially. I know the Big 12 is only going to continue to get better. We're going to continue to get more and more allocations. I think last year maybe 57. We only had one. I would say right now the lowest number that we would have in any weight would be 3 or 4. So that's good. And we're going to have some weights where there's 7 or 8. So it's good that we have a good strong conference, and we're going to be prepared and ready to put 10 guys high up on that stand and get 10 guys in nationals and, go score as many points as we can. But, man, March is almost here, so it's a great time of year. Look at that. Not even a question, man. I must be doing good. I must be on top of things. I'm very thorough, prepared. I'll tell you this. Hey, get out on Wednesday. Go watch that basketball team. Go support them. Go have another sellout. They're in the thick of winning that conference, in the driver's seat, right? I hate to say it, but they're in the driver's seat, right? Just go do your job. Go win. Go have every defensive stand like they've been having every time. They're going to be in good shape. But get out there and support that team. Those guys they're playing their tails off from start to finish. And man, get out there Wednesday, support them, get this place sold out, get it rocking again, and help propel that team to another victory. And then they go ice it this weekend. But yeah.
Coach, what do you notice with that? Like when you're in season and other teams like basketball, whatever, having success, does like your team buy into that and feed into that too? That excitement?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, if we don't support each other, man, there's something wrong. If we're not taking notice of a team doing really well, and we believe we're high level. I mean, we prepare high level. Like, and I talk with Jake, I talk with the other coach, I talk with Bobby. I mean, it's not like this is like they're telling their teams, well, we can't win here. This is kind of we're just hoping, like we're throwing our hat in the ring. Like we believe we're one of the best teams in the country, and I know they believe the same, and they're preparing the same. So yeah, I mean I think it just. I mean, you feel energy around. I mean, you feel people talking about it. I mean, when you're out in the community, and when you see this place packed, that means that they're doing really well. But I mean, absolutely, we use it because if there's one thing, man, I hope that we all raise the level for each other, right? I mean, so they're raising the level for us, and man, we want to raise the level for them. We want to take it to a whole nother level. Them get to the tournament and then get Sweet 16 and then 8 and then Final Four and then, make a dang finals. And, we want to go win a national championship, and Bobby wants to do the same thing, and Tanya. So, I mean, yeah, we all rub off on each other. So they just got to keep rolling. I'm looking forward to seeing those guys make a deep run. All right, go Panthers.